Good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be, or good evening, or good night. This is Jen at JensArtyInclinations, a place to create, share, and play.
I was very lucky this week. YouTube decided that it would start recommending one of my videos. And from that, I've ended up having this massive influx of new subscribers. And overnight, I've doubled the amount of subscribers on my channel. I checked just before recording and I'm up over 800, which is phenomenal. I thought it was incredible when I got to my first 30. It's so nice to have so many new people here, so welcome and thank you everybody. But what's really lovely is all the tips that everybody's sharing and all the comments that everybody's making. It's just really, really special. So what I decided was with this flip through, I'm going to flip through this journal and I'm going to give it away to someone. So if you're interested in receiving this free journal for your very own self, please make a comment below and I'm going to do a random comment picker. I'd like you to let me know what you like about some of the videos that you might have seen on my channel, and I will need you to come and check back to see if you've won this time next week. It's Thursday here in Australia, so I'll be drawing this Thursday next week. I'll be doing a random comment picker and I'll probably put the video up on either Friday or Saturday. You'll need to come back and check in and message me or contact me. My details are in the description. The only reason for that is because I can't message you. So if you can't get back to me, then that just means that this will just go into another giveaway at some stage on a later date. Anyway, enjoy the flip through, and again, thank you to all my new subbies. I feel embarrassed saying that because I still feel so new and I'm still really working out what I'm doing, but I'm just glad to have you all along for the ride. Here's the flip through. This is the little tassel, and the tassel is actually on a little bulb pin, so you can remove that, which I think is a little bit cute. So I'll just give you a closer look. I'm really happy with how this tassel turned out. I wanted it to be sort of ratty, but still quite secure. So I've done some macrame knotting in it. I've got some of the little handmade beads that I think it was Pam at the Paper Outpost that I first learned how to do these. And yes, some macrame knotting in it, some lovely laces and some fabric. So as I say, that just sits on the edge. I'll just leave that aside. This is the actual latest little journal that I've done. So this is some moulding paste that I've put through a stencil, and so that's painted on top with some inking and so forth over it. I've covered the spine so you can feel the lovely bumpiness underneath that, and then I've put a little ring binder, what do you call it? One of those doodads on the side. So it's just tied up with a bow, and I'll give you a look inside. So inside, this is some ink and watercolors, and that's the actual inside flyleaf of the original book that this was in. So I've actually bound it that way, so you can see inside the spine here it's two signatures. They're actually sewn in, and then to secure it in, it's glued into the flyleaf. So anyway, here is the book itself, just on the little opening cover page, a little bit of a collaging thing there. Here I've got inside here some little notes spaces that you can write your little notes in, and this one here, whoops, I'm not really on a stable surface here, am I? Okay, so I'll just move you over there. I had some little flowers from the garden here that I thought would be cute around it. So there's a little trifold that's come out as a little note page. Some more writing space. That's just a little tuck that's got some sewing on it as well. I've got lots of sewing around a lot of the tucks and things in this one. That's just one of my little doodles. Gives it a little bit of a handmade touch there. I love the rustic handmade finishings. Here is just a little journal card that I've done with some note paper. That's a bit of book page, and then over the top a picture with a little bit of a treatment. That's another trifold with some journaling space inside. Here you've seen me do this journaling card on camera. That was one of our PPG challenges, and so was this piece. And just a little lined envelope in there. So I've still got a couple of spots I can fill up, or I might leave them for somebody else to fill up. I love that, a little map as a tag with some more writing space, and you can even write around the edge there. Here we've got some stitching down the lace over some paper, so that's just put through the sewing machine. They're fun to do those. And here, as I said, lots of stitching in this particular one. So little journaling card, a little bookmark, and then this one is a little tag that's got a pocket. It's lovely adding a pocket to a tag. So that's that one. And this is some really nice old ledger paper. This here, that's actually a little paper clip, so you can see the part of it's covered, and it's got a little charm on top as well. So that's just underneath a little cluster. There's another little journaling card that was just out of some scrapbooking that I had. Another little journal spot. Now this is actually, these bigger pages here, they're printouts that I blew up of some of these cards that I did some treatment with, so some index cards. And I'm going to put some PDFs up of those soon so that you can have them as a little bit of a freebie, possibly in our PPG group. But there's that little card. That was another one that I did in one of the PPG challenges. PPG, by the way, is Playing with Paper and Glue Facebook group is what I'm talking about. There's a lovely piece of lace. And there's my little tags in this little triple pocket, which is ever so cute. I love those little tags. So you could use them, you know, if it was your book, you could use them to use as a gift tag on something, or, you know, all sorts of things. Another little trifold. I find them terrific little journaling spaces. Oh, just love the crinkle. Can hear some chooky chooks in the background too. There's a bit more macrame, and I've popped a couple of charms on. So when I'm in centre pages, that's what I really like to do, is to put these little charms on little strings. So this one I actually did a bit of macrame knotting just to make it a little bit different. Crinkle, crinkle. I love this tag. So it's a tag with a tag. How cute is that, with the little bow on it? So very practical too. So there you go. And that's the back of that one. And this is a double, so it goes over, and that's actually an origami fold that you do when you're making little origami purses. It's one I've known since being a kid, and I used to make them all the time for my pretend money and my coins and so forth. But I realised that it actually works really well over a page. See, and sometimes a page can be finished so simply. All I did on this was just put a little phrase, relax and unwind, on that page. Just a bit of note paper to write in. Again, another writing space. You can write on the little cover as well. And that's got some more lace and washi on it. I love these. I got these off a lady on Etsy. Wish I could remember her name. And that's another little tag. So that's a little fold I'm doing a bit at the moment. This is again some original ledger paper, which is really nice. Some vintage ledger paper. More sewing, more tags. This is some of my jelly printing that I've done. Just a little bit of stamping to give it a little bit of an edge. This is another one that you've seen me do. Again, that was on one of the Facebook group challenges. And inside, oh, your little naughty papers. So
It was quite fun. Like, that was just a bit of card. I think it was off a, yeah, it was off a popcorn box. Just another bit of a tag out of scrapbooking. Simple corner tuck. Simple stamping around the edges. Oh, I always have to do at least one waterfall something in my books, and I particularly love these. You can have little teeny notes. More edging. Look at this, some lovely old vintage writing. Look at this person's writing. Isn't that wonderful? Just another little writing spot with a little frame around it. Little paper flower. Tag again. More writing space, and this time I've popped the thumbnail at the top. More writing space. So lots of I've tried to create lots of writing space. I love this little paper clip. Random. I just feel like that was quite cute. Another little tuck. Find them quite a simple one to finish. An original vintage letter from, it'll have a date on it somewhere, I'm sure. Oh, there you go. Goodness, 1938. So that's just a nice page to have. Another little pocket with a couple of tags in that too. Another little pocket with a tag in. So that one's got a coordinating tag. And oh, really like this. So just stamping on the background of a plain page, doing a strip of map down it, and then I just cut out two coffee dyed squares the same size, or rectangles I should say, and voila. Whoops. Oopsie. I just had to move because it's such a warm day today that my phone heated up too much, so it stopped working and my stand fell over, all sorts of fun things. So this is, yes, one as I said, that I liked, just a really simple way to make little note pages and looks effective. This you've seen me do on camera as well, making the little envelope and just a little cutout, little piece of note paper to pop inside. So more writing space, another little tag, and that one is actually softer and I don't mind that. So it's on some jelly print as the framing, and then a little bit of graph paper as the writing space on that. Again, more lovely vintage journaling with handwriting on it. I love that. This is one of my favourite pieces. I think I did this on camera. It's a little flipping out, flipping out, flipping out again. A little note space there. There's a little tag. So I'll just bring that down a little bit for you. So there's the little tag in the top. That flips down again. And this one has a little tag in it too. Isn't it cute? That's a little bit of Edith Holden page, a little bit of stamped calico. That is just a little tuck. Lovely textured paper. Another little tag with the pocket. Another tag, somewhere that you can title what you want to write. Lace, love putting lace down the edge. This is just torn strips of calico that I stamped on, and I thought they made quite nice margins. Another tag with some more different scrapbooking paper. Love the little owl there. So that's a circle I punched out of some jelly printing that I did, and then I fussy cut an owl, put him over the top, and I just put it over some stamping that I did on the background. So yeah, quite happy with how that came out. That's the back of that textured page. Another little flip. So that's a little booklet, and you can see I've sewn around the edges of each page. And you could actually, you know, if you just glued the three sides, you could have an extra pocket in there. I was starting to run out of space. There's another flip. So I just used some of those circle punches to do a little bit of a border. Here's a different kind of a notepad sewn across the top with some writing space in it. Just one of the page pockets. 3 spots in this. I'll need to find some other things possibly to put in that. Although it's nice to leave some spaces, obviously, for other people to put them in. Here you go. This is quite cute. Don't know if you can see that. See the thread? So it's a washi sticker over some thread. I just added some glue to the washi sticker to make sure that it was nice and secure, but I love the look of that. And now we're almost at the last page. So these jelly prints I did on the back of graph paper, so I thought they would make a nice page there. It's the back of that original typed letter, little title, and that's the end of the book. And so she just ties up in a nice big bow. You can tighten her up a little bit, but she's definitely a gator mouth, this one. So you can see there's staggered signatures. I love the little fraying around the edges. Really happy with how this cover came out. And now I'll just dress her again. So I'm not quite sure what I should call her. I keep thinking Forest Child, because it feels like a bit of a child. It feels curious, like something that you want to look through, something that you found somewhere. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed her, and I will see you again next time.
I'd love it if you could leave me a comment below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed what you saw today. And of course, please subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you next time. And in the meantime, keep creating. Enjoy!